This video will show how to replace a servo drive on the Fasfold system. This is the faulty servo drive that we're going to replace. So before you do anything, go to your main Fasfold screen, settings, 852, axis, and depending on which servo you want to replace, you will go to that servo. I'm going to show the X1 drive. Take a picture of this screen because it's got your cal factor, tolerance, actual position, the limit switch settings, homing, etc. So take a picture of this, also the address, in case you need this data later. Take the picture, press OK, back to the main screen. Now over to your servo drive. First of all, we switch the power off. We've got the power connector at the top, the interface connector, encoder, firewire for communications, and the motor. So unplug them. Take the old drive out using these two screws, put the new one in, put back all connectors, then screw the connectors back in. Put the power back on. Now we need to set 3 communication parameters. First, press mode until it displays P0.00, then press shift until you get to group 3 in the parameters. Press set. Default from the factory is 7F. This is your address, and we normally use address 1 to 8 on the Fasfold system. So press the down arrow, keep it in as it runs down to 0. In this case, my drive is set on address 1 in Fasfold, so I'm going to keep it on 1. If you have 2, 3 or 4, set the appropriate one. Set is the enter button, then up button to 301, set. Default is 203, we use 204 with the up button, set. Up to 302, set. We use 7, use the up, take it to 7, set. Use up to go to 305, set. Up to 1, set. Now all the communication parameters is set. Recycle the power. Normally leave it off for about 10 seconds before you put it back on. Now we go over to the Fasfold screen, settings, axis, X1, and I can see I've got a green comms bar already, so I've got the correct address. So check that you have the green comms bar. If you don't, then there's something wrong. So now we're going to Fasfold defaults. It says ensure the drive is disabled. The best way to ensure the drive is disabled is by unplugging your 50-pin connector. That will remove the enable or the e-stop signals, so it's disabling the drive. So okay. Are you sure? Yes, I am. It says finish uploading, restart the drive. So I'm going to recycle the power again. Put back the 50-pin connector. Alarm 11 is because my encoder is not screwed down properly, so I have to fix that. So you should have zeros displayed after the Fasfold is downloaded. So now we go back to our motor screen, and you need to copy whatever you had when you took the picture on your limit switch. Is normally closed, normally open, or a combination. Normally closed, open, or open closed. Also, if your homing was set to low or high or not required, pick the same one as what you had before. So if I want homing high, I need to recycle the power. Go back to the main screen. Switch the power off, wait 10 seconds. And you will see at the moment I've got a few messages on Fasfold. It says X at max limit, X not homed. The reason why I have X at max limit is because my 50-pin connector is not connected to limits. Yours shouldn't have this message. And then it says X is not home, press start. So this is where you can press start and your X drive should home.